breathe air like that.
After combing deep through the area, the Gambian leader concluded that the place is uninhabitable and ordered for the immediate relocation of residents whose structures are impeding the water flow. This was one tour with many stops, with Professor Jammeh practicalizing in real terms the pattern and method that should have been applied in the construction of the gutters in parts of the KMC. This one around the Cow Johnson in Latrikunda lacks both the depth and capacity to take the pressure expected from around the vicinity. Professor Jammeh was greatly dissatisfied with the technology and calculation put into work in the planning and execution of the project, and went on to highlight the maintenance problem gripping Gambian roads.
The engineering is bad, the drainage is bad, and it is as if the contractor didn't even have a proper engineer. But I wouldn't blame the contractor, because every road contract, NRA was supposed to provide support services to the consultant. So every road work, NRA is supposed to be there, an engineer from the NRA should be there all the time. And I can't understand why. If you look at this place, it's a depression. That place is higher. Okay. Abon. Now you see the water is coming this way. Exactly. That one is coming this way. Do you understand? Here is a depression. And there's nothing to collect the water from here, or either that side or this side. This is why it's so flooded that the small pothole has developed into a big ditch. Do you understand? So water coming this way and going that way. Look at where they started the gutter. And it's higher. Does it make sense? Now, before the water is forced to go up to that side and go the other way, these compounds would have been flooded. Do you understand? And that is why there's water here during the rainy season, year in, year out. What is the use of the NRA, Road Authority? They are supposed to survey the roads before the rains. And areas of chronic potholes and tunnels should have been addressed before the rainy season. They want to tell me that they didn't see this? Now this is the problem. I dismiss people that tell me nonsense. Now, even a blind man would know that drain, there's no way water will flow that way. It has to come this way. And now if it comes this way, where is it going?
The role of the community and business owners in maintaining cleanliness came into play. The persistent problem for the lack of respect for municipal anti-littering laws was brought to the fore, as a Gambian leader rewards an exemplary show of hygiene and penalizes an offender just a meter away. But taking another drive through Nemasu, Professor Jammeh will have to come face to face with the reality of life around here. The conditions of the road posed grievous concern to his government, and such brought him back to this end of the territory, half by the KMC and the West Coast region. He ordered for the immediate clearing of the dump site and suggested a market project in its stead. But before that, potholes as well as other major damages on this road linking Latrikunda and Sukuta will have to be filled with gravel or logs to ease travel on the network. Disaster mitigation efforts are indeed at the heart of this government, with President Jammeh not relying solely on expert advice, but will at each given moment explore the situation in black and white. These and a host of other goods are relics for a generation to come. But he again stressed that public participation in pre- and post-disaster management is critical in finding a lasting solution to our problems. Abdul Jai, GRTS.
The Kanifing municipality is one of the most densely populated areas in the country. This makes refuse and waste management a challenging issue for municipal authorities. Despite this, though, efforts have been made to keep this important center virtually clean and tidy. Those efforts were given a massive boost with the recent donation of 40 waste collection bins to council officials by the National Environment Agency. Rahib Biti has details in this report.
Pilot phase intended to reduce plastic waste littering in the country, the National Environment Agency donated 40 plastic bins to the Kanifing municipality, spurring efforts to lessen what could be the biggest environmental pollutant in the Gambia. Plastic dumping on the streets has become commonplace and extremely rampant in the country, a fact greatly worrisome for environmental officials. This doesn't only affect sanitation but has perilous effects on the country's natural balance. Propelling mitigation efforts, officials think bins like these can help to assuage a situation gradually damaging many surroundings.
We are here today to present some dust bins from the National Environment Agency to the Kanifing municipality. And these bins are specifically designed for plastic waste, so that we can address the issue of rampant plastic disposal in our streets.
Handing over the beans to the Lord Mayor of the Kanifing Municipality, NEA Sectoral Network Director Mamadou J. Soare expounds on the significance of the new scheme looking to clear the street of profuse plastic waste.
You remember the President initiated the Operation Clean the Nation and anticipated that this nation should be very clean. So what the agency and the ministry is doing is to come up with strategies to make sure those initiatives of the President are upheld and are successful. So one of those initiatives is to come up with solving our problem of plastic. This is one major challenge of waste we have in this country.
Expressing delight for the gesture, the Lord Mayor of the Kanifing Municipality, Yankuba Koli, called for attitudinal change towards the environment, urging KM residents to maintain and effectively utilize the bins.
People must change their attitude towards cleansing, towards the environment. That, yes, we've done it the last time. We bought a lot of bins and we placed them around the main streets of the municipality. But guess what? The next minute, there are no more found.
Stationary and movable bins, absolutely ideal for waste management. These are set to be distributed at strategic locations within the sprawling municipality. An effective utilization could immensely help lessen the indiscriminate dumping of plastic bags and containers on the streets, keeping the country spick and span. Prohibited Grts.
The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, in collaboration with the Gambia government, organized a day validation forum on the country program framework. The gathering, as we hear in this report by Uminjai, attracted participants from various government departments.
Program Framework CPF is the culmination of extensive consultations with a wide range of stakeholders and partners within and outside the country. This framework has been formulated to ensure synergies and complement with long and medium-term development frameworks on the Program for Accelerated Growth and Development 2012 to 2015. The draft document amply demonstrates FAO's commitment to partnering with the government of the Gambia in providing technical assistance and advice in the formulation and implementation of policies, thereby serving as a benchmark in the history of FAO's assistance to the Gambia.
I must say that the Food and Agriculture Organization, in cooperation with the government of the Gambia, is about or have made a significant departure from the age-long ad hoc demand-driven project approaches they have been involved in. The FAO, moving to a long-term needs-driven result, will do a great deal of good to the Republic of the Gambia and the farming community in general.
Having a very good document is one thing, and translating it into concrete action on the ground, it's another thing. So I would like to, at this point, urge that we all put our hands together and to collaborate effectively, and create the necessary partnerships, the synergies and complementarities as outlined in the document, which are prerequisites for really getting something solid on the ground by 2016.
This move, as seen by individuals, is one of the most significant moves taken towards agricultural development in the Gambia.
This move, as far as I'm concerned, could be regarded as one of the most significant moves that has been taken towards agricultural development in this country. I think the move is beneficial because it will improve or it will enhance on sustainability.
This country program framework is the blueprint for development cooperation between the government of the Gambia and the FAO in their quest for sustainable natural resource in the country. Uminjai, Grts.
We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break.